All right, this is race number 1. Got Theo, got Martin, got Pac-Man, got Ryan, got Henry on the way. Turn Marshall's going to be my 40-plus group. 40-plus.
One minute to the start of the race. 10 car 10. Ryan R. Randall. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Paxton,
Henry
can I get you
Robinson.
across the start-finish line for me, please?
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, just need to get Pac-Man across the start-finish line,
15
get him
seconds
checked
to
in.
the start of the race. Less than 5. Pac-Man.
All right, folks. Everybody's checked in. Got my marshals out here. We are going racing in less than 5. All right, everybody's on the clock. All right, Pac-Man going 18 on the opening lap, Martin a 17, Ryan a 20, Theo an 18, and Henry around the bend, completing lap number 1. We got 35 seconds in, 4:25 to go. Race leader crosses over this time by going 17.5. Paxton Cassidy out front, driving the blue on blue, white wheels. Martin Arroyo in the 2, driving the green and purple. Thielen holding down the 3 spot, driving the solid pink. Ryan Randall running pink and white. Henry Robinson running a new paint job, green and yellow. Might be blue, green, and yellow. Gotta get a closer look at that. We got 110 down, 350 to go, drivers. Pac-Man going 17-1. He's having fun. But Pac-Man driving a 21.5 car tonight, provided by LK Motorsports. All right, a minute 25 in, 3:35 left. Paxton Cassidy, last 2 laps, 17-1s. This time by 17.5 and looking alive. Race leader Paxton on an 18-lap pace. Got Martin 17-14, Theo 17-14, Ryan 16-04, and Henry 15-14. We got a minute 45 down, 3:15 to go, drivers. All right, once again, guys, we will not be racing next Friday night. However, we will be doing an enduro on Saturday night. Saturday night enduro. 90-minute race, 12-team A main. If you do not have a partner, fear not. We're going to do, if you don't have a partner already, we do a little pairing before the event. Find out who needs a partner, get you acquainted. 220 down, 240 to go. Ryan Randall going 16.9. That's currently the track record. This is a brand new track for you guys. You know, if you have any compliments on the track, you can email Dan at NorCal Hobbies. If you have any complaints, those can go to Landon at NorCal Hobbies. Just kidding, Landon. 3 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. All right, Pac-Man still on top of the leaderboard, 18-16. Martin, 16.05. Theo, 16.06. Ryan, 16.09. Henry, 14.01. We got ourselves a bit of a buggy train making its way around the course. All right. So, yeah. Things will be fresh for the NorCal Belt Championships coming up in just a couple weeks. Got a minute 30 to go. Drivers, Pac-Man 17:01 for pace. Got Martin 16 flat. Ryan 16:02. Theo 16:04. And Henry at 15:20. All right, drivers, we got 3:55 in, 1:05 to go. Paxton Cassidy, 13 seconds up on Martin. Martin 1.6 ahead of Ryan. Ryan is 0.2 ahead of Theo. Theo about a lap up on Henry. We got 55 seconds to go, drivers. Ooh, Pac-Man 16:8 and doing great. Pac-Man still holding on. 18 lap pace now is what he's looking at. Yep, 16.6 that time by for the young man. I think we found a setup that works for Paxton. I gotta say, you know, he's been putting in the work. He's been getting better. He's improved quite a bit. Putting in that work. Got 15 seconds to go, drivers. All right, leader coming up on Martin there. Good teamwork, guys. All right, time's about to expire. Keep on going. Do not stop.
10 Quartet done. Ryan R. Randall done.
Gotta say, Pac-Man, not the only person improving around here. A lot of people making gains here.
Pac-Man done. Martin Arroyo done. All drivers.
All right,
are
that
finished.
will be a race.
Henry Robinson
Pac-Man
done.
going 18:14. Martin 17:13. Theo 16 flat. Ryan 16:02. And Henry a 15 lap run. All right, folks. We're moving on to race number 2. All right, this is race number 2, heat number 2. All right, this one's gonna be Rohan, Brian, David, Art, Kin, and Noah.
David Newell. Noah Bloom. Kin Lowe. Art Scrimo.
All right, looking for my drivers from the last race. Need you guys
1
to turn
minute
marshal,
to the
please.
start of the race. Rohan Bungsal.
Also looking for Brian Cassidy.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, turn marshals, Pac-Man, Martin, Dio, Ryan, Henry. And, oh man, is it just the ball cup or?
15 seconds to
Darn.
the start of the race.
That is gonna reduce the car count. Brian Cassidy, are you still gonna make it?
Less than 5.
Paging Brian Cassidy. All right, Pac-Man's a trained
Brian
professional.
Cassidy.
He knows what's going on. All right, we are going racing in less than 5. All right, David Knoll 17-3, Kinlow 17-5, Brian going 20, Noah 17-3, Art going 15-6. All right, 35 seconds in, 4:25 remains. Got Art Scrimo, fastest opening lap, backing it up with 16-0, putting himself on a 19-lap run. Got Kinlow and Dave Knoll on 18s at the moment. Noah going 17, Brian going 16. Got 1 minute down, 4 minutes remaining, drivers. Right now it's Art, David Kin, followed by Noah, Brian, no Rohan. So Art on a 19:03, David 18:13, Kin 18:14, Noah 17:01, Brian 15:11. Got a minute 15 down, 3:45 left. So Art right now about 6 seconds up on Kin. Kin 0.04 ahead of David. David 0.8 ahead of Noah. Noah 8 seconds up on Brian. We got a minute 40 down, 3:20 to go. A minute 45 in, 3:15 to go. Two minutes down, drivers. 3 minutes remain. Right now it's Art 19:01, David 18:14, Noah 17:13, Kin 16 flat, Brian 16:17. Race leader having a little bobble at the final double. Gets back on the road with a little bit of help. Only loses a couple of seconds. We got 2:25 in, 2:35 to go. Art, David, Noah, followed by Kin, Brian. Got Art currently about 12 seconds up on Dave. Dave, 4 seconds up on Noah. Careful in the middle, guys. Middle, going crosstown. Careful, careful. And that's clearing up. So Art now 14 up on Dave. Dave 4 ahead of Noah. Noah less than a 1/10 of a second ahead of Kin, and those guys are about 3.5 ahead of Brian. Got a minute 55 remaining. Got Art Scrimo on top of the leaderboard, 19:07 in the works. He is driving up blue, purple, orange, yellow. Very bright car. If you see him come up on your back wing, just give him a little bit of room. He's on a good run. Second spot right now is going to be David Knoll driving the orange and white. Kinlow holding down the 3, also driving orange and white, but in a much different fashion. Got a minute 20 to go, racers. Art 19:07, David 17:01, Kin 17:07, Noah 17:15, Brian 16:01. All right, folks, 1:05 remains. Closest battle here, David 2.5 up on Kin. Kin about 7 up on Noah, and Noah about 2.5 ahead of Brian. Oh, we got David versus Kin, Noah versus Brian coming to the finish. 45 seconds remain. Uh-oh, Dave takes the tumble. Hold, 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 and go. All right, folks, 25 seconds left. David still 4 seconds ahead of Kin. Kin about 5.5 up on Noah. Noah under 2 seconds ahead of Brian. 15 seconds remain. All right, leader coming up on a little bit of traffic here. He's driving the blue, pink, yellow, orange. Might be a little purple in there. Good teamwork, guys.
David Knoll done.
Oh, no.
Kinlow done.
Got a few more cars making their way to the finish. Down the back
Brian
straight.
Cassidy done. Art Scribe
That
done.
will be a race, drivers.
drivers are
Art
finished.
goes 1909.
Bloom done.
David a 1705, Kin 1706, Noah 1714, Brian 1717. All right. Race number 3, Jeff, Andrew, Tony, Jordan, Art, and Steve.
Andrew Newell. AJ Cardinale. Too Soon Jr. Steve Loom.
All right, looking for a few
Jordan
more
Rivera.
cars to check in. Tony Wilson, Jordan Robara. There is Jordan.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, tier marshals, Art, David, Kin, Noah, Brian, Rohan. I may need your help.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Not a lot of crashing. I wonder if we made the track too easy.
30 seconds to the start of the race. El Tigre.
Oh no! I need a 7mm
15
nut.
seconds to the
Stat.
start of the race.
Actually, that'd be a 4mm nut, 7mm wrench. I need a wheel nut. Por favor. Ryan's got over
Less
here.
than 5.
Quick pit stop, unscheduled. All right, getting that wheel reattached. All right, got that wheel reattached. It is almost time to go racing. We'll get everyone situated. If you want to do one more lap, now is the time to do it. All right, folks. We are going racing in less than 5. All right, Noel 16-2, Wilson 17-5, Miranda 16-9, Jordan 16-9, Steve going 16-3. All right, 35 seconds in, 4:25 remains. Right now, Andrew Noel on top of the leaderboard, 16-0. Way to go. Same for Steve, 16-0, way to go for Steve as well. We got 50 seconds in. Andrew, Steve, Tony, your top 3 so far, followed by, well, things changing up a little. Give it a moment, 1 minute down, 4 minutes remain. All right, Andrew Knoll, 15-9. Jeff Miranda, 15-9. Jordan Barr, 16-1 that time around. So that's your top 3. Andrew, Jeff, Jordan, followed by Tony, Steve, Art. Got Andrew on a 19.06 for pace. Got Jeff 19.14. Jordan 19.14. Tony 18.04. Steve 18.04 as well. And Art on a 17. We got 3:20 to go, drivers. Andrew Knoll, 19.08, and doing great. Driving that orange top, white sides, the colors of Knoll and Son Motorsports. We got $155 in, Andrew's pace 19:08. Jeff 19:12. Jordan also 19:12. Careful last double. That's getting cleared up. Thank you, Brian. So Andrew 19:08. Jordan 19:12. Jeff 19:14. Steve 18:03. Art 17:02. Tony 17:03. Got 2:45 remaining. Fast lap Andrew Knoll 15:09. Ooh, Jeff Miranda going 15:8 that time by. Fast lap is getting faster. 2:30 down, 2:30 remains. Jordan, Andrew, Jeff, Steve, Art, and Tony. All right, 2:40 in, 2:20 remains. Andrew, Jordan, Jeff. So Andrew right now just 0.015 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 1 second ahead of Jeff. Jeff 3.7 up on Steve. Steve 8.6 ahead of Tony. Tony 3 seconds up on Art. Got a minute 55 remaining. And Jordan Rabara to the top of the leaderboard. 0.2 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 0.3 ahead of Jeff. Not much separating the top three cars here. We got a minute 35 remaining in this race. Careful tabletop, guys. Careful at the tabletop. That's clear. Minute 30 to go. 90 seconds remain. Jordan, 0.6 ahead of Jeff. Jeff, 2.8 ahead of Andrew. Andrew, 1.4 ahead of Steve. Steve, 7 seconds ahead of Tony. Tony, 5 seconds ahead of Art. We're coming up on 1 minute to go, drivers. Jordan, 0.9 ahead of Jeff this time around. Jordan's pace, 19:11. Jeff, 19:13. Andrew, 19:16. Steve, 18:02. Tony, 18:11. Art, 17 flat. 50 seconds left. Got one more heat, a 17.5 buggy coming up after this. Oh, careful at the wall ride. That's all clear. "30 seconds remain, drivers." All right, 10 seconds left. And time has expired. Keep on going. The computer will announce you as done.
Andrew Knoll done. Steve Loom done. LT Gray done. Too Soon Jr. done.
All
AJ
right.
Cardinale
That'll be a
done.
race, guys.
All drivers
Jordan
are finished.
Rabara getting that one by
Jordan
7
Rabara
tenths
done.
up on Jeff Miranda. So 19:11 for Jordan, 19:12 for Jeff, 18 flat for Steve, 18:05 for Andrew, 18:07 for Tony, 18:13 for Art. All right, folks, I'm going to need y'all to come on out and marshal. Up next is heat number 4. Are you ready for more? Bryant, Jovi, Kalis, Martin, Kevin, Landon.
Jump and land in. Bruh. Kevin Allen. Martin White. Jovi Levin. Goompa.
Okay, I got my marshals. I have someone on this side over. Oh, Art's on his way. Cool. Careful on the back straight.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Thank you, sir. All right, got our marshals in spots. Our drivers look to be about ready to go. So we are going racing in less than 5. All right. We got Jovi 11, 15-0. Wait. I got to look at minimum lap time here. Okay, we're good. All right, Jovi 11, 15-0. We're ready for your 14s, Jovi. And there it is, 14-9, doing just fine out front on a Friday night. So, Jovi 11, Bright Mir Fuente, Kayla Lowe, your top three, followed by Kevin Martin Landon. Still early, 50 seconds in. All right, Jovi 11 on a 25 flat. Got Bryant on a 25.08, Kalis 19.04, Kevin 19.07, Martin 19.12, Landon on an 18. We got 115 down, 3:45 remaining. Oh, Brian Mir Fuente going 14.9. Got a minute 30 down, 3:30 to go. Careful, into the straight, guys. That's clear. So, Jovi 11, 20.02. He's 1 second ahead of Bryant. Bryant 20.05. He's 3 seconds ahead of Kalis. Kalis 20.14. He's 3.5 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 19.08. Half a second ahead of Marty. Marty 19.09. He's about 8 seconds up on Landon. Landon hanging on to an 18. We got 2 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. 16.5 for Landon that time around. 16.3 for Kevin there. All right, drivers, we got 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Ooh, Landon going 16.3, improving his PR. 2:40 in, 2:20 remains, drivers. Jovi, Brian, Kalis, Kevin, Martin, Landon, your full running order. All right, now Jovi 11 on pace, 20.03. Got Brian 20.06, Kalis 20.11. Kevin a 19.10, Martin a 19.14, Landon an 18.11. Well, Landon getting faster and faster as the run wears on. That pace is getting better. A minute 50 remains, drivers. .320 down, 140 remains. Jovi, Bryant, Kalis, Kevin, Martin, Landon. And Landon getting into the 15s. 15.7. Oh, a little help. Got a minute 25 to go. Careful at the wall ride, guys. Careful at the wall ride. Oh. Mir Fuente going 14.8 that time around, taking fast lap of this one. All right, 1:05 remains, drivers. Jovi, Bryant, Kalis, Kevin, Martin, Landon. Got Jovi 20.03, Bryant 20.10, Kalis 20.15, Kevin 19.08, Martin 19.12, and Landon 18.09. .45 seconds remain, drivers. .35 seconds left. .20 seconds to go, drivers. No close battles going on right now. Kevin and Martin now about 3 seconds apart. All right, time's about to expire. Keep going, drivers, keep going.
Bra done. Jovi 11 done. Kevin Allen done. Goompa done. Martin White done. All drivers are finished. Jump and land and done.
All right, guys, that will be a race. Jovi going 20:03, Brian 20:10, Kalis 19 flat, Kevin 19:07, Martin 19:10, Landon 18:16. All right, folks, moving on to Sportsman 21.5 buggy. This one's going to be Theo, Paxton, Henry, Ryan.
Ryan R. Randall. Ten Cartet.
All right, folks, I'm looking for racers and turn marshals.
1
I'm
minute
looking
to
for
the start of
Pac-Man.
the
I'm
race.
looking for Henry. Also looking for my expert group.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Pac-Man.
Henry, are you going to make 21.5?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Henry Robinson, are you in the house?
Less than 5.
Is Henry still here, or did he leave, or? Okay, maybe left for a moment. Well, all right, well, I got to get this one going. All right, definitely going to need a little help marshaling the next race. All right, so lap number 1. We got Pac-Man 18-1, Ryan going 17-9, and Theo 18-7. This is Sportsman 21.5 buggy. Pac-Man down the back straight, this time by 17-3, way to be. Ooh, Ryan Randall going 16-8. Oh, Ryan going on his lid. We got 55 seconds down, 4:05 remaining in this one. Hey, I saw that. 105 down, 3:55 to go. $115 down, 3:45 remains. All right, Pac-Man 1 second ahead of Ryan. Ryan 4.6 ahead of Theo. We got 130 down, 3:30 remaining. Pac-Man, Ryan, and Theo sharing the track here in Sportsman 21.5. Oh, Paxton Cassidy is pace at 17:06. Ryan Randall 17:17. Theo Lynn 16:14. All right, folks, just past 2 minutes down, just under 3 minutes remaining. Pac-Man 2.8 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 5.1 ahead of Theo. Pac-Man's pace 17:06. Got Ryan 17:11. Theo 16:10. 2:40 to go. This is race number 5 on track. Got Expert 21.5 up next.
That's a good shortcut, too.
So Pac-Man now 17:05. 17.3 that last time around. Same with Ryan, 17.3. Theo going 18.5 last pass. 2:20 to go. All right, Pac-Man 17.1 that time around. 17.2 for Ryan. They're about 2 seconds apart. We got just over 2 minutes remaining, drivers. Ooh, 17.8 for Theo, 16.8 for Pac-Man. 16.9 for Ryan. Good lap for these guys. 150 to go. All right, race leader driving the blue ride. 17.3 that time by. Good teamwork, guys. 16.7 from Ryan there. Kicking it in the high gear. A minute 30 remains, drivers. Minute 15 remains. Careful on the back straight. And that is clear. Minute 10 remaining. 70 seconds to go. Pac-Man 17:01, Ryan 17:03, and Theo 16:05. Gap between Pac-Man and Ryan still 2 seconds. $50 seconds left. Pac-Man 17 flat for pace. Ryan 17:02, Theo 16:09. 40 seconds left. Trouble for your race leader. Got 35 seconds left, drivers. Down the back straight they go. This is likely going to hand Ryan the lead by, 1.6 is the gap in favor of Randall. We still got 20 seconds to go. Oh, a little impact. Ten seconds left. Hold on, Theo. Hold on. Hold.
Ryan R. Randall done.
And go.
Pac-Man done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a race. Ryan
10
Randall
car,
going
10 done.
17:03. Pac-Man going 17:06. Theo 16:09. Good race, gentlemen. Up next is 21.5 Expert. Might need a little help marshaling this one. Had a lower than expected car count.
Too soon, Junior.
If that's the case in round 2, we might end up merging the 2 categories for the man. We'll see what happens here.
Andrew Newell. Nelson B.
Careful at the tabletop, guys. This is 21.5 Expert in warm-up. I need some turn marshals out here. Need my drivers from the last one, and I'm going to need a little bit of help.
Jordan Rivera. One minute to the start of the race. LT Gray. Steve Loom. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we're getting one more dropping in here. Do I have Pac-Man out here? Is Pac-Man in the corner? Is there somebody in this corner over here? Okay.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Well, we got 4. Thank you, thank you. Landon, I'm going to need you to cross the line for me, please. Oh, you're out? Not good?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Is it broke, Landon?
Less than 5.
Ah. All right, folks, we are going racing. Yeah, I didn't have a stadium truck class to put you in. Yeah, stadium truck is... What happened to stadium truck? I guess this is what happened to stadium truck. Everyone decided to run 21.5 expert instead. Yeah, that's okay with me. I don't mind. As long as you guys are racing and having fun, it's the most important part. Tony Wilson going 16.3, Nelson 16.6, Jordan 16.8, Andrew 17.2, Jeff 17.6, Steve 17.9. All right, 40 seconds in. All right, 2 laps in the books. Tony still on top, followed by Nelson, Jordan, Jeff, Andrew, and Steve. Fastest lap so far, Jeff Miranda, 16.0. Yeah, Andrew, 16.2. Tony, 16.3. Jordan, 16.4. Yeah, everybody 16.6 or faster in this group. Looking good. 110 down, 350 to go. Jordan 19-16 in the works. Andrew on an 18 flat. Nelson 18 flat as well. Jeff 18.01. Tony 18.04. Steve 18.06. We got buck 30 down, 330 remaining. Wow. Jordan just 0.02 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.03 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.2 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 1.1 ahead of Tony. Tony 3 ahead of Steve. All right, everybody 16.5 or faster now. All the fast laps falling in between 16.5 and 16.0. 2 minutes down, drivers. 3 minutes left. And Tony going 16.2 that pass. Rabara, major leader, 19.13 in the works. Guy Miranda, 19.15. Nelson, also 19.15. Tony, 18 flat. Andrew, 18.02. And Steve, 17.10. Got 230 down, 230 to go, drivers. All right, 15.8 that time by for Wilson. New fast lap. 2:45 in, 2:15 remains. Jordan 0.9 ahead of Jeff. Jordan 1.1 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.1 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.9 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 0.1 ahead of Tony. Top 5 cars within 2.3. I hope this is a preview of our champs race. The racing is close. 3:15 down, drivers, 1:45 left. Jordan, Jeff, Nelson, Tony, Andrew, and Steve, your full running order. Jordan 19.12, Jeff 19.15, Tony 19.16, Andrew 19.16, Nelson 18.01, Steve 17.08. Got a minute 20 to go, drivers. Minute 15 remains. Jordan 2.8 ahead of Tony. Tony 0.1 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 0.8 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.2 ahead of Jeff. Just over a minute left, drivers. 21.5 expert competition is close. 40 plus coming up next. All right, folks, 35 seconds left. 40 plus buggy up next. Jordan 1.7 ahead of Tony. Tony 0.3 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 1.3 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.6 ahead of Nelson. Action is super close here. 15 seconds left. So it's now Tony in the 2, 1.4 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 0.1 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.7 ahead of Nelson.
Nelson B done. Too soon Junior done. Andrew Newell done.
Oh, Tony snuck by for the bonus lap.
Lung done. Jordan Rivera done.
And that will be
All
a race
drivers
drivers.
are
Jordan Rabar going 19-13.
done.
Tony going 19-15. Jeff 18. Fly Andrew 18-01. Nelson 18-01. Steve 17-03. Good race, guys. All right, up next, 40 plus.
Martin White. AJ Cardinale. LT Gray. Kin Lo. Kevin Allen. Steve Lung.
Careful on the back straight. Oh, all clear, all clear.
Noah Bloom. 1 minute to the start of the race.
I'm guessing JT has not arrived yet. I haven't seen him. Okay.
45
All right,
seconds.
well, I got my
to the
marshals
start
out
of the
here.
race.
Thank you, guys. We're going to go racing here momentarily. All right, there's a gap. We're going racing, drivers. Oh, a little help by the tabletop. All right, Kevin going 15-9, Martin 16-1, Steve a 16-2, Noah 17, Ken 19, Art going 17-4. Tony's, wow, Art and Tony the exact same lap time, 17-4-3-6. Oh, that's because Tony's not in this one. Art's checking in as both Tony and himself. All right, Art, I guess you're racing for Tony too. That's interesting. Well, Art and Tony, you're qualified fourth right now. Well, you're ahead of him by .000. All right, 120 down, 340 left. Kevin Allen on a 1907 out front. Martin White, 1909. Art, 1806. Noah, 1812. Steve, 1704. Ken, 1707. Careful back straight. End of the back straight, guys. End of the back straight. That's clearing up. All right, $150 down, 310 to go. Kevin Allen, 0.9 ahead of Marty. Marty, 3.8 ahead of Art. Art, 2.4 ahead of Steve. Steve, 0.3 ahead of Noah. Noah, 8 seconds up on Ken. Got 255 remaining, drivers. Oh, yeah. We got Spring Series awards for you guys. Awards from the last series have arrived this week. I just saw Bryn handing some of them out. All right, 225 in, 235 to go. Kevin, 1.2 ahead of Marty. Marty 6 up on Art. Art 1 second ahead of Steve. Steve 6.1 ahead of Noah. Noah 7 up on Ken. Got 240 down, 220 remaining. Kevin 1907, Martin 1909, Art 1807, Steve 1813, Noah 1705, Ken 1602. Art going 16.4 that time by. New fast lap for him. King going 16.9, a new PR. Steve setting a new PR as well, 16.0. Way to go. All right, drivers got a minute 50 remaining, a buck 50 left. Ooh, Art going 16.2. Yes, it's true. Buck 40 remaining. Kevin 1907, Martin 1909, Art 1804, Steve 1810, Noah 1710, Ken 1715. Got a minute 30 remaining, drivers, 90 seconds left. All right, and we'll get started with round number 2 at 8 o'clock. All right, minute 10 remaining, drivers. I'll start calling you guys up for race 1 about 7:58 or so, maybe 7:57. Ooh, Kevin going 15.8 that time by. New PR. So Kevin, 1906, he'll be coming up on Noah next. 45 seconds left, drivers. Kevin, Martin, Steve, followed by Art, Tony, Noah, Ken. 35 seconds remain. Fifteen seconds, drivers. Keep on going, drivers. Keep on going. The computer will announce you as done.
Steve Lung done. Kevin Allen done.
Steve finishing that one off strongly.
Ken Lowe done. AJ Cardinale done. LT
All
Gray
right,
done.
that'll be a race, guys.
Martin White
Kevin
done.
Allen taking it
All drivers are
1906.
finished.
Martin goes
Noah Bloom
1911.
done.
Steve 1805. That last minute rally really did him favors. Got Art going 1807. Noah 1711 and Ken 1717. All right, folks. We are going to take about 5 minutes off here. 5-minute break. We'll get back into round 2. 5-minute break. That was Art. Some reason he checked in as both himself and you. Hey guys, you want to bring Wheeler back? Landon wants to bring Wheeler back. Are we bringing Wheeler back, guys? Well, that just means you have to drive faster, Landon. No, I can't honestly say that to you, Landon. Yeah, if you guys want to bring Wheeler back, let's bring Wheeler back. Why not? You guys know the B84 is coming. If you want a shiny new one, they will be possibly later this month, possibly next month. That's the time frame we're looking at. right, don't forget, we got that Enduro coming up next Saturday. So we're not racing next Friday. We're racing Saturday instead. One second. I think I can bump you into the next one. Definitely. I think I'd put you race 3 instead of race 2. Yeah, I think in your case it definitely merits. All right, folks. About 2 more minutes. I'll start calling up race 1 of round 2. So just so you guys know, race 1 of round 2, Paxton, Martin, Theo, Ryan, and Henry. Race number 2, going to be David, Kin, Noah, Brian, and Rohan. We're going to move Art up to race number 3. You know, Landon, if I do the Wheeler thing, it's going to delay the Losi project, definitely. Yeah, right, exactly. What do I want to run more? Too many projects. Yeah, you got a point there.
Henry
Aluminum
Robinson.
wheels? Are you talking about my Pro Moto? Oh, yeah. I guess I could. And then get the on-road version. Yeah.
Martin Arroyo. Ten car 10.
All right, folks, it's about that time. We're going to start calling up race 1.
35.9.
Pac-Man, Martin, Theo, Ryan, and Henry. All right, looks like I got 4 out of 5. May need my turn marshals at this time. Looking for Kevin Martin, Steve Art, Tony Noah, Ken Julian. To be honest, if a couple of you guys can marshal 21.5 later, that'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Pac-Man.
All right, so I got Noah, I got Kevin, got Steve, got Art. Let's see. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Is there anybody on the right side over here? Is there anybody? Marty's there? Okay. Okay, so let's have the rest of you guys marshal 21.5 expert later.
1 minute to the start of the
So
race.
if you're racing, yeah. We'll have the rest of you guys marshal 21.5 expert later. All right. We're going to go racing here. All right, this is round number 2, our first heat. All right, Pac-Man 17-6 on the opener. Martin at 18-5, Ryan 19-9, Henry 19-6, Theo at 20. This is race 1 on track. We're about 35 seconds in. The blue car's your leader right now. Oh, a little bit of rough luck there on lap 2 for Pac-Man. That is going to put Martin to the top. Still, the race is still young. We're 55 seconds in, 4:05 remaining. Got Ryan Randall now to the top. Martin in the 2, Pac-Man in the 3, Theo 4, Henry 5. We're just past a minute down. Ryan Randall currently on a 17:08 for pace. Got Martin 17:18, Pac-Man 16:06, Theo 15:04, Henry 14:06. A minute 35 down, 3:25 to go. End of the straight, guys. Careful, end of the straight. We got 1:45 down, 3:15 to go. Martin going 17:8 last time by. Let's see, Theo going 17:8 as well. All right, we got 2:10 down, 2:50 to go. They're shuffling around. It's going to be Pac-Man taking back the top spot. Followed by Theo, Ryan, Martin, and Henry. Pac-Man going 17:6 last time around. He's making his way onto the back straight. So Pac-Man's pace improving to a 17:17. Got Theo 16:10, Ryan 16:14, Martin 16:15, and Henry 15:02. Careful at the end of the straight, guys. Careful at the end of the straight. $2:10 to go, drivers. Pac-Man going 17:4 last time around. Randall going 17:0. Got 2 minutes left. Race leader driving the blue car. Second place now going to be that solid pink ride if Theo win. All right, minute 40 to go, drivers. Pac-Man getting faster as the race wears on. He's about 6 seconds ahead of Theo. Theo 5 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 4.5 ahead of Henry. Henry 4.5 ahead of Martin. Minute 20 to go, racers. Pac-Man 17:12 now the pace. His hot lap now improving to a 17:0. Got Theo 16:03 for pace. Ryan 16:08. Henry is 15 flat and Martin a 15:05. 1 minute to go, drivers. $50 seconds remaining. Pac-Man 8 seconds up on Ryan. Ryan 0.2 ahead of Theo. Theo 13 up on Henry. Henry 7 up on Martin. 40 seconds remain. All right, race number 2 coming up next. Ryan Randall dropping a 16:3 that time around. There we go. Back on course.
Martin Arroyo done. Henry Robinson done. Pac-Man done. 10 car Ted done.
One more car.
All drivers are
And that
finished.
will be a race. Pac-Man
Ryan
going
R. Randall
17:08. Ryan going 17:13. Theo 16:08. Henry 15:02. And Martin 15:04. All right, folks. Up next, race number 2. Race number 2 is going to be David, Kin, Noah, Brian, and Rohan.
David Newell. Brian Cassidy. Rohan Bungsal. Noah Bloom. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right. I got Henry. I got Martin out here. Looking for the rest of my drivers from the previous group.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
There's Pac-Man. Let's see. Who am I missing? I got Pac-Man. I got Henry. I got Martin. If I can get Ryan and Theo to the racetrack.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, Ryan's here. How about Theo? Theodore Lynn.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right, seeing if Ken's gonna make this one. Try and give him a moment here. We're giving him a moment. You know, I figure the guy sets up Kalis' cars. He knows what he's doing. I figure if anyone could get it running, it's Ken.
Kin Low.
All right. We're going to start this race. We're going racing. Less than 5. All right, this is race number 2 of round number 2. Got Brian going 17-0, David 17-3, Rohan 15-9. All right, lap number 2 in progress. These guys making their way to the start-finish line for the second time here. 45 seconds in, 4:15 to go. Rohan Bonsall on a 19-lap pace. So, pull up the estimated position guide. Looks like Rohan, 19-lap pace will get you in the top 10 for sure. Keep it up, buddy. 1 minute down, 4 minutes to go. Bonsall 1909, Cassidy 1806, Noah 1813, Noah 1815, Lowe 1717. Rohan out of the gate with a 15-9. Driving that red ride, lime wheels. Oh, a little trouble help. Martin to your right. And Rohan crosses the line. Unfortunately, that is going to cost him about 7-8 seconds. Careful back straight. Go inside, inside, go inside. Well, here begins the Rohan Bonsall comeback tour. Already back up to the 2 spot. I think he's got the pace to come back here. Just don't do that, Rohan. All right, 2:05 down, 2:55 to go. Brian Cassidy, 18:05. Rohan, 18:10. David, 18:15. Noah, 17 flat. Kin, 16:17. Got 2:45 remaining. Oh, don't do that. Just be real careful in that corner, Rohan. You're doing great everywhere else. 2:30 down, drivers. 2:30 to go. Brian Cassidy going 16.5. He is looking alive. Cassidy out there driving the maroon, purple, blue. A little bit of purple in there. Run the white wheels tonight. Down the back straight he goes. BC doing really well in that intermediate series last time. Actually, I believe it was a tie between himself and Dave Kreider for the victory, where Cassidy emerged victorious. Yeah, 1:50 to go. Cassidy on top of the leaderboard, 18:05. David on an 18:16. Rohan falling back, 17:03. Noah, 17:04. Kin, 17:18. 1:30 remains in this race. 90 seconds. All right, so Rohan chipping away at the lead. It was about 9 seconds. Now it's down to 7.5. Oh, a little bicycle motion there for Rohan. But he keeps it on all 4 wheels. Good stuff. 1:05 remains. Well, this time by Rohan bringing the gap down to 6.5 seconds. Rohan is charging. We got 1 minute to go. So Brian, 18:06. Rohan, 18:15. Noah, 17:06. David, 17:12. Kin, 16 flat. 45 seconds remain, drivers. Careful with that last double. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. 30 seconds remaining, drivers. $20 seconds to go. Hey, Martin's just getting warmed up. Yeah, Martin killing it out there. Just a few seconds left. Keep going, Brian. No time to stop.
Kin Low done.
Oh, no.
David Newell done. Rohan Bonsall done. Noah Bloom done. All drivers are finished.
Woo! Brian hangs
Brian
on.
Cassidy
18:13. Got Rohan going 17:01. Noah 17:05. Kin 16 flat. And David 16:03. So Brian moving himself into the top 12 with that run. All right, moving on to race 3. Race number 3. This one's going to be Jordan, Jeff, Steve, Andrew, Tony, Art, and Art. Of course, I put both Arts in one race.
AJ Cardinale. Too Soon Jr. Andrew Newell.
Oh, careful in the middle, guys. Crosstown, going crosstown. Got one flipped. All right, I'm looking for turn marshals. Let's get all my drivers from the previous group, please. That is going to be Brian Rohan, Noah Kin, and David. If anybody else wants
1
to help
minute
out,
to
you're
the
welcome
start of the
to.
race. Jordan Rivera. El Tigre. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Steve Loom.
All right, got Brian out there, got Rohan, got Kin. I got somebody in the corner here. I believe that's Dave. And let's
15
see,
seconds
who am
to
I
the start
missing?
of the
Anybody,
race.
if anybody?
Andrew, let me down there.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Because Brian's pretty
Less
fast.
than 5.
Yeah, we'll get Rohan in the center there. Yeah, perfect. Okay. But yeah, we'll get Rohan in the center there. Green dot, green dot. He's got 2 eyes. I think he's good. All right, folks. We are about ready to get this qualifier started. We'll be going live loop in less than 5. And they are off. Careful at the wall ride. That's cleared up. Opening lap for our competitors here. All right, we got Art going 15A, Jordan 16.0, Jeff 16.2, Andrew 16.4, Steve 16.7, Cardinale 17.0. Listen, a little bit of a rough opener. We got 40 seconds in. See what happens here on lap number 2. All right, Art on top of the leaderboard, followed by Jordan, Jeff, Andrew, Steve, Art, and Tony. Got Scrimo on a 1906, Rabara 1909, Miranda 1910, Leung 1916, Cardinale 1709, Wilson 1718, and Knoll 1603. Buck 20 down, 340 to go. Fastest lap. Looks like Steve Leung now going 15.854. Jordan Rabara now taking over the top spot, 1908 for pace. Careful with that last double, guys. Careful with the last double. That's being cleared up. Buck 40 down, 320 remaining. All right, Jordan 0.3 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 4 seconds ahead of Art. Art 2 seconds ahead of Art. Got Cardinale 8.4 ahead of Leung. Steve 0.6 ahead of Tony. And Tony 8 up on Andrew. We got 205 down, 255 remaining. Race leader driving the gunmetal pink and white. Second place driving the blue on blue on blue with some white. Got Art in the 3 spot driving blue, purple, yellow, orange. 225 down drivers, 235 remains. Okay, we got Miranda going 16.0 that time by. Wilson going 16.5. PRs for those drivers. All right, folks, we got just over 3 minutes down, just under 2 minutes left. Jordan, Jeff, Art, followed by Tony, Art, Steve, and Andrew. Tony improves to a 16-2 this time by backing it up with a 16-3. Minute 45 remaining now. So Jordan now just 0.3 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 2 seconds ahead of Art. Art 13 ahead of Tony. Tony 8 seconds ahead of Cardinale. Art 3.8 ahead of Steve, and Steve 2.6 ahead of Andrew. All sorts of PRs being set this time around. Everyone hitting mid-race form. Got a minute 20 to go, drivers. Jordan 19:09, Jeff 19:10, Art 19:13, Wilson 18:14, Cardinale 17:08, Andrew 17:15, Steve 17:17. Just over a minute remains in this qualifier, drivers. All right, your biggest mover in this one, Jordan Rabara, looking to pick up 2 spots potentially. His pace now 19:09.1 if that holds. He's about 2 seconds off of Kevin now. 45 seconds remain. 40 seconds to go. In trouble for Jordan in the middle, but he gets on all 4 wheels. It's going to be close here. All right, Scrimo putting in some good laps towards the end. He's going to be a factor in this one as well. 25 seconds to go. Looks like Jordan's pace falling off a bit, no longer improving. 15 seconds remain, drivers. Looks like no improvements out of this group at this point. Scrimo taking over the top spot. 1.2 ahead of Miranda, who's 1.4 ahead of Rabara. Keep going, drivers, keep going.
AJ Cardinale done. Andrew Newell done. Steve Leung done. Too Soon Jr. done. LT Gray done. Jordan Rivera done. All drivers
All
are
right,
finished.
that'll be a race, guys. Art Scrimo
Scrimo
going
done.
19:11. Got Jeff Miranda 19:13. Jordan Rabara 19:16. Tony Wilson 18:08. Art Cardinale 17:02. Andrew Knoll 17:03. And Steve Leung 17:05.
Martin White.
All right,
Jump
this
and land
is race number
Run.
4. We need a little help out there, guys. Got one down at the final double.
Kevin Allen. Jovi Levin. Gumpa.
All right, turn marshals going to be my drivers from that previous group.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Car marshals making their way to spots. Got
30
everybody
seconds
checked
to
in
the
here.
start
This
of
is
the
race
race.
number 4. Drivers, best of luck. We are going racing in less than 5. All right, 15 seconds in the books. Got Jovi Levin across the line. 15 deuce. Brian going 16-1, Kayla's 15-3. Martin 16-8, Kevin 16-3. And Landon going 17. All right, 45 seconds in, 4:15 to go. 11 low, Mirafuente, followed by Allen White Kane, year 4 running order. So we got 11 going 15-0 that last time around, pushing his pace. Oh, 14-9 this time by. That pushes his pace to a 20-02. Got Kalis 20-09, Martin 19-09, Kevin 18 flat, Bryant 18-11, and Landon 17-10. Still got 3:45 in this qualifier here. Minute 30 down, 3:30 left. Jovi 14-8 that time by. 14-8, doing great. Buck 45 in, 3:15 to go. Jovi, Kalis Martin, Kevin Bryant Landon, your full running order. Got Kevin Allen going 15-6 that time by. All right, we're 2 minutes in, 3 minutes left. Jovi 11, 14-7. Hey, I found something that rhymes with 7. 11. All right, 2:15 in, 2:45 remaining. Let's see, will Jovi 11 pull off the 14-6? Remains to be seen. 2:35 remains in this race. Good teamwork there, guys. Jovi 2001, Kalis 2014, Martin 1907, Kevin 1907 as well, Bryant 1804, Landon 1812. Amir Fuente going 14-9, joining Jovi in the 14s. Go back straight. And clear. Got just over 2 minutes remaining, drivers. All right, Jovi, Kalis Martin, Kevin Bryant Landon. Jovi 2001, Kalis 2012, Martin 1907, Kevin 1913, Bryant 1802, Landon 1805. A little trouble for Mirafuente there, going crosstown. That's clear now. Got a minute 25 remaining here. All right, now Jovi 20 fly, Kalis 2012, Martin 1906, Kevin 1912, Landon 1803, and Bryant 1806. "55 seconds remain, drivers." All right, Jovi now about 12 up on Kalis. Kalis 5.5 up on Martin. Martin 3.5 up on Kevin. Kevin 4.5 up on Landon. Landon 1.5 up on Bryant. Got 30 seconds left, drivers. Ooh, 15-5 for Landon.
Jovi Levin done. Goompa done. Bra done. Jump and land and done. Martin
All right,
done.
one more car, and that
All drivers
will be a
are
race,
finished.
drivers.
Kevin Allen
Jovi
done.
going 20-01 to take that qualifier. Got Martin White going 1907, Kalis 1908, Kevin 1912, Bryant 1803, Landon 1804. Okay, we're moving on to race 5. That is 21-5 Sportsman Buggy. All right, Ryan Paxton, Theo Henry, you guys are up.
Ryan R. Randall.
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race."
Really? I
Pac-Man.
don't know. Last time I ran them on my 21.5 car, they worked. But that was 21.5.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, need a few more turn marshals.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Careful on the back straight. Careful on the back straight.
Less than 5.
From what I hear, at Ripon, they'll be gripping. I would bring mezzos too if I
10
were
car
you.
10.
Well, bring some splinters too. I got some used ones you can bring.
I'll take them.
All right. A little help in the middle. All right, folks, we are going racing. All right, everybody's being scored. Got Pac-Man opening this one up, 17-5. Oh, Ryan going 17-3. Pac-Man responds 17-2. Right now, those drivers are within a tenth of a second. All right, 50 down, 410 remains. Right now, it's Pac-Man, 2/10 up on Ryan. Ryan, 5.5 up on Theo. Theo, 3 up on Henry. $105 in, $355 to go.
What?
All right, Ryan Randall currently working on an 18-12 for pace. Got Pac-Man 17-01, Theo 15-06, Henry 13-04. 125 down, 335 left.
You're not racing him, Theo.
Careful tabletop. And that is clear. Thank you, Brian. 145 in, 315 remains. Got a little bit of a buggy train starting to form. That's going to be Pac-Man, Ryan, and Theo. Henry Robinson moving up to the 3 spot. 210 down, 250 to go, drivers. All right, drivers, 225 in, 235 to go. Pac-Man 5.5 up on Ryan. Ryan 24 up on Henry. Henry 3.5 up on Theo. $220 remaining, drivers. Paxton going 17-0 last time by. This time by, backing it up at 17-2. Ryan going 17-3. So we got $155 remaining here. Pac-Man still on an 18-lap pace. Pac-Man 18-16. Got Ryan 17.09, Theo 14.11, Henry 13.10. A minute 35 left in this one. All right, folks, a minute 10 remains. Pac-Man continues on that 18-lap run, on the verge, actually. 17 flat, 18. It's going to be very close at the end. All right, 45 seconds remaining. $35 seconds to go. Pac-Man back to an 18. 18-16 now. Ryan 17.08. Henry 15.18. Theo 14.01. Yeah, Henry pulling a PR there, going to 18-9. 15 seconds left, drivers. Oh, back straight. Careful on the back straight, guys. That's clearing up.
Pac-Man done. Henry Robinson done. Ryan R. Randall done.
All right,
All
and that
drivers
will
are
be
finished.
a race.
10 car tech done.
Pac-Man taking TQ of 21.5 Sportsman going into the main event at an 18-16. Ryan Randall going 17.06. Henry going 15.19. And Theo going 15.20. All right, we're moving on to 21.5 expert class. If I get
Andrew
some of
Moore.
my spare marshals from earlier, please.
Too soon Junior.
Also going to need my 21.5 Sportsman group.
Nelson B. Jordan Rivera.
All right, folks, this is race number 6 of the round. Our second round of qualifying. Getting close to over here. Second to last race of the round. This is 21.5 expert. Jordan, Tony, Jeff, Andrew, Nelson, Steve. Also looking for turn marshals to get my drivers from the last race. Maybe some of my extras from earlier.
1 minute to the start of the race.
I think we had some extra marshals from maybe 17.5 expert earlier. Thank you, Pac-Man. All right, I got Henry, I got Paxton, I got Ryan.
45
I'm looking for
seconds
Theo.
to the
Maybe a
start
little
of the
bit of help
race.
too. Maybe a little bit of extra help would be nice. All right, we're taking 30 seconds for station identification.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, true, true.
Less than 5.
Two stuck. Yeah, that's why I like to chop the pins for our track. All right, Tony Wilson is on the way. All right, so after this, we'll be going into 40 plus. This is 21.5 Expert. Oh man, champs race, 21.5 buggy. I'm putting my best B64 forward. All right, waiting on Tony.
Steve Loeb.
All right, we got NorCal Off-Road Champs coming up at the end of the month. Are you guys excited? 2-day event. It's gonna be amazing. Yes, 2-day. So we're gonna race that Friday, and we're gonna race Saturday and Sunday. Can you believe that? Yeah, we're gonna be racing 3 days in a row, guys. Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday that weekend. We are going to pull off a track change Friday night. We have a game plan. Yes, we'll need a little bit of help, maybe a handful of folks. We have a game plan. Meanwhile, Tony Wilson still executing the game plan in the pits. I mean, if you're going to burn them down, 21.5 is the class to do it. All right, got the Enduro, guys. I'm excited about the Enduro. I like Enduros. I like driving for long periods of time. You know, if I'm on the driver's stand for 15 minutes, I'm not thinking about anything else for those 15 minutes. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of Enduros and driving for long periods of time. It's kind of like therapy.
LT Gray.
Nobody's watching you, Tony. Nobody. No pressure. All right, folks, we're going racing. So yeah, we got the Enduro coming up next Saturday. Next Saturday, we got the Enduro coming up. It's going to be awesome. If you miss it, you're going to regret it. Hey, so since never mind. Oh, careful in the middle. Middle right, guys. All right, 45 seconds in. Nelson B. 16.3. Got Jordan 16.3 as well. Jeff going 16.4. Tony, a little bit of a rough start here. Same with Steve. Tony rebounding with a 16.6 there. Got 1 minute down. Nelson on a 19.14. So is Jordan. Andrew 18.06. Tony 18.13. Jeff 17.12. Steve 15.18. Got a $120 down, 3:40 to go, drivers. Nelson, Jordan, Andrew, Tony, Jeff, Steve. Current running order. Nelson 0.1 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.6 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 0.02 ahead of Tony. Tony 4.8 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 12 up on Steve. Got a minute 40 down, 3:20 to go, drivers. This is 21.5 Expert on course. Race number 6. At race number 7, 40 plus after this one. 40 plus is up next. Wow, Jordan Rabar 16.0. Way to go. His pace now 19.15. He's 0.2 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 1.8 ahead of Tony. Tony 3.5 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.6 ahead of Andrew. 2:45 remains, drivers. Fast lap, Jordan Rabar going 16.0, and he's done multiple 16.0s at this point. Got JR out front, down the back straightaway. Nelson B holding down the 2 spot, just 1.7 back. Wilson 1.3 behind Nelson. 2:20 remaining, drivers. 2:40 down, 2:20 to go. 40 plus is coming up next. Rabar 2.5 ahead of B. B 0.5 ahead of Wilson. Wilson 3.9 ahead of Miranda. Miranda 1.1 ahead of Noel. And Andrew will lap up on Steve. Got a minute 55 to go, drivers. Andrew Noel last time by going 16.1. All right, $1:45 remaining here. Minute 35. Jordan 19.13, Nelson 18 flat, Tony 18.01, Jeff 18.07, 18.10 now, Andrew 18.06, Steve 17.11. Got a minute 20 to go here. Race leader driving the gunmetal pink and white. He's about 2.5 seconds up on that second place battle. Tony within half a second of Nelson now. Just over 1 minute to go, drivers. Jordan, Nelson, Tony, Andrew, Jeff, and Steve, your full order. Jordan's pace now 19.12. Nelson 18 flat, Tony 18 flat, Andrew 18.06, Jeff 18.08, Steve 17.12. Yeah, 35 seconds remaining, drivers. 40 plus up next. Careful, last double. 20 seconds remain, drivers. Five seconds left, drivers. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. A little bit of commotion there.
Jordan Rivera done. Nelson B done. LT Gray done.
All right, got a few more cars making their way to the finish here.
Too Soon Jr. done.
And that
Andrew
will be a
done.
race. Jordan
All
Rabar
drivers
taking
are
that one.
finished.
18.02.
Steve Bloom done.
Nelson goes 18.03. Tony 18.06. Andrew 18.15. Jeff 18.16. Steve 17.15. Okay, we're moving into race number 7, folks. This is our 40 plus class. Hopefully. Okay. Yeah, I don't think.
Martin White.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be an issue. There's not going to be much of a break. Like, we're going to
AJ
start at 9,
Cardinale.
probably for the mans.
LT Gray. Kevin Allen.
Mans will start at 9. And Jeff, I think you're, kind of far up in the 17.5 standings, like
Kinlow.
top 10 at least. So,
Julian Taylor. Noah Bloom. 1 minute to the start of the race. Steve Lund.
All right, everybody's checked in. Looking for some turn marshals here. Got Nelson Jordan. I got Andrew.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race.
All right, thank you for coming on out to Marshall promptly. Much appreciated. Do I have the right side of the course covered okay?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Hey, Jovi, is there someone in this corner here? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, folks, this is 40 plus. 40 plus buggy. All right, folks. Looks like you're all ready to go for the most part. We're going to get this party started here in less than 5. All right, this is 40 plus buggy on the road. Everybody being scored. All right, we got Martin White, fastest car on the opening lap, 16.2. Julian, 16.3. 35 seconds in the books. Lap number 2, we got, let's see, Martin going 16.4, Julian 16.5, Art 16.6. 45 seconds in, 4:15 to go. Careful at the tabletop, guys. That's clear. Just under 1 minute down. Martin White going 16.1 that time by. So it's Martin Art, followed by Steve, Kevin, Ken, Noah, and Julian. Your running order so far. We're just over 1 minute in. Careful, back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight. That is clear. 120 down, 340 remaining. And Martin White going 16.1. Kevin Allen going 15.8. So Martin White, oh, careful, back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight, dead car, back straight, dead car, back straight, dead car. Careful, careful. That is clear now. A little bit of a yard sale there. Oh, other side, other side. Thank you, sir. We got 2 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Martin White continues to lead this one. He's 4.5 ahead of Art. Art 1.8 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.8 ahead of Julian. Julian 2.8 ahead of Ken. Ken 1.7 ahead of Noah. Got 2:15 down drivers, 2:45 remaining. Ooh, Kevin going 15.6 that time around. He's trying to work his way back up the running order. All right, now nobody going faster than round one's TQ. Well, Martin White 19.14 at the moment. Kevin 18.05, Art 18.05, Julian 18.12, Ken 17.07, Noah 17.09. Got 2:15 remaining. Martin White 15.8 that time around. Martin driving the blue, orange, and white over that tabletop. Kevin going 15.6 last time around. So the gap between Martin and Kevin now 3.6. Kevin and Julian 3.1 apart. Julian is 1.6 ahead of Art. Art 7 seconds ahead of Ken. Ken 3.5 ahead of Noah. Got a minute 45 remaining, drivers. $1:35 to go. Martin 19.12, Kevin 18 flat, Julian 18.05, Art 18.10, Tony 18. Well, you guys know the story there. Ken going 17.04, Noah 17.12. All right, got a minute 20 remaining. Martin, 3.5 up on Kev. Oh, careful back straight, guys. Careful back straight. Go inside. Go inside. That is clear. All right, 1 minute to go, drivers. Martin, Kevin, Julian, Art, Tony, Noah, Ken, and Steve. It's our final qualifier. After this, we'll take a short break and get into the main events. 40 seconds remaining, drivers. $30 seconds. 25 to go. Oh, Martin's still 2.5 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 3.5 ahead of Julian. Julian about 5 up on Art. Kevin going 15.5 that last lap.
Julian Taylor done. Ken Lowe done. AJ Cardinale done. LT Gray done. Kevin Allen done. Martin
And
White
one
done.
more. That'll
All
be a race,
drivers are
guys.
finished.
Kevin Allen, wow, taking
Noah
it
Bloom
on
done.
the final lap. 19:12. Martin goes 19:13. Julian 18:01. Art 18:06. Noah 17:11. Ken 16 flat. All right, folks, taking a short break, and we'll get right back into the main events. All right, folks, mains are set up. So our first main up is our D group. That'll be Ken, Ryan, Martin, Theo, and Henry. Next race up is our C group. Oh, sorry, I forgot one. It's going to be David, Ken, Ryan, Martin, Theo, and Henry in race 1. Race number 2 is going to be Brian, Art, Paxton, Rohan, and Noah. Race 3 will be Jordan, Jeff, Steve, Landon, Andrew, Tony. Race number 4 is Jovi, Bryant, Kalis, Kevin, Martin, and Art. We'll be taking the top car out of each lower main to the next one. Might take 2 out of the B main. To be determined. All right, well, we got the races listed up on the screen. Let's get race number, wow, geez, you guys are ready already? Well, if race 1's ready to go, David, Ken, Ryan, Martin, Theo, Henry, I'm not going to stop you.
10 car 10. Martin Arroyo.
If you guys are ready, sure, we can do it. It looks like Theo and Martin are ready. So, race 1, David, Ken, Ryan, Martin, Theo, Henry. All right, well, it looks like most of my guys are ready to go. So we'll wait, we'll give Ryan a minute, and then let's get our turn marshals. 40 plus A main.
Henry Robinson.
All right, winner of this one goes on to the C group.
Ryan R. Randall. David Newell.
May need some turn marshals, guys. That's going to be Kevin, Martin, Julian, Steve,
1
Art,
minute to the
Tony,
start of the
and
race.
Noah. If I can get you guys out here to turn marshal, please.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. Kinlow. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I got some marshals. Careful on the back straight, guys. Careful back straight. Let's
Less
close
than
down the
5.
back straight. Let's get all cars lined up. Now my marshals from the 40 plus A main, Kevin, Martin, Julian, Steve, Art, Tony, and Noah. Line up for this one. We're going to put David on the 1, Ken 2, Ryan 3, Martin 4, Theo 5, Henry 6. Actually, could you switch the pink and the green? All right, we have turn marshals, we have a grid. Drivers, best of luck. We're going racing, less than 5. Here we go. Go, Martin, go. Ooh. Careful with the wall ride, guys. Oh, careful getting on the back straight. Go, go, go. All right, we got Ken Lowe out front. Oh, Ken going a little coast to coast. Just got to let Theo by there, and you're good to go. All right, 40 seconds in. We got Thielen out front. Ken Lowe in the 2 spot. David Knoll in the 3. Followed by Ryan, Martin, and Henry. 50 seconds in. Got Ken Lowe looking for the top spot here, making his way down the back straight. Checking up just a bit there. Good clean racing action. Here, side by side, neck and neck. Ken Lowe takes the top spot. David going over. So Ken Lowe out front, Theo in the 2, followed by Ryan. Then we got Dave, followed by Martin and Henry. We got minute 25 down, 3:35 to go. Fast lap in this one. Ryan Randall, 16.9. Got Ken Lowe, 17.9. David Knoll, 17.4. Martin Arroyo, 17.8. Henry Robinson, 18.8. Thielen, 18.4. 1:45 down, 3:15 to go. It's our D group on track. Winner goes on to the C group. Ken Lowe going 16.9 that time by. That is the white car, orange stripes out there. So we'll see what the gap is. Oh, living on the edge there. A little bicycle motion. So it's time by Ken and Ryan, 1.5 apart. Got Ryan 2.8 ahead of Theo. Theo 1.8 ahead of David. Got Dave about 7 up on Martin. Martin about 5 up on Henry. 2:25 down, 2:35 remains. Ryan Randall going 16.6 that time by. He's having a look at the race leader now. 2:20 remains. That's final spot in the C-main on the line. Down the back straight they go. 0.4 the difference. 1 and 2 over that first double, going crosstown over the tabletop. A little trouble for Ken. That is going to put Ryan to the top. 2 minutes remain, drivers. Ryan, Ken, and Theo, your top 3 drivers. Got a minute 45 remaining here. We got a battle going on Theo and Ken now. Minute 40 remaining. And Ken making the move. Nice and clear. Oh, trouble behind you, Julian. That is going to allow David Knoll to take up the 3 spot now. Gap between David and Ken, about a second. And we got David closing in on Theo now. He's driving like a man possessed here. David Knoll going 17.4 last time by. This time around, 17.0. Way to go. 1:05 remains, drivers. Closest battle on track going to be Theo and Dave and Ken. 55 seconds remain. Oh, David around the outside. Man, but Theo getting it back. Ken has a shot at this too. 45 seconds to go. With Theo a little wide here. Ken has an opportunity. Down the back straight they go. In the turn 1. We got 30 seconds left. Trouble for Ken bouncing off the back wheel there. David Knoll having a look at Theo here. Side by side, 20 seconds to go. David trying to go up and over. Down the back straight. 15 seconds, drivers. This will likely be your last lap. 10 seconds left. David having a look at the inside. Threading the needle there. 2 corners to go. Can he hold on? He will.
David Knoll done.
All right, so those 3
10
cars
done.
who just crossed will be
Ken
our
Lowe done.
podium for the D group. Ryan Randall
Randall
advances
done.
to the C. 2 more cars.
Martin Arroyo done.
Uno Mas making his way down the back straight, and that will be
All
a
drivers
race.
are finished.
Ryan Randall
Henry
advances to the
Robinson
C
done.
main event. Podium will be David Theo, and Kin. Rest order is Martin and Henry. All right, folks, moving on to race number 2. That'll be Brian Art, Paxton, Rohan, Noah, and Ryan.
Pac-Man. Ryan R. Randall.
Oh, need a little help on the left
EJ
side, guys. Need a
Cardinale.
little help on the left.
Rohan Bungsal. 1 minute to the start of the race. Noah Bloom. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we got the junior Cassidy on
Brian
track.
Cassidy.
Just looking for the senior. Oh, he's there. Okay.
30
There we
seconds
go.
to the start
Now
of
he's
the
checked
race.
in. All right. So, got everybody checked in. Got my marshals making their way to the track. Line up for this one. Going to be Brian on the 1 spot. Art 2. Pac-Man 3.
15
Rohan
seconds to the
4.
start of the
Noah
race.
5. Ryan 6.
Less than 5.
All right, let's see. I got Henry out there. I got Martin out there. Yeah, I should have a couple more turn marshals. All right, got David Theo. Okay, he's on his way. All right, so I got David, Theo, Kin, Martin, and Henry. All right, marshals are in their spots. Drivers, best of luck. We're going racing. Less than 5. Here we go. Got Cassidy leading them off. "20 seconds in, we got Brian Cassidy out front. Just 0.9 ahead of Art. Art 0.7 ahead of Pac-Man. Pac-Man 1 second up on Ryan. I feel like Pac-Man and Ryan have been battling all night long. We got 35 seconds in, 4:25 to go. Oh, a little trouble for Brian. Wrong side of the track there. It's can put Art up to the top spot. Pac-Man now all over the back wing of Dad. I think we're going to see more of that. 55 seconds in, 4:05 to go. Our lead breakaway is going to be Art, Brian, Pac-Man. We got Ryan hanging on there. Second pack, we got Rohan. And we got Pac-Man up to the 2 spot. So we got minute 25 in, 3:35 to go. This time by at the stripe. We got Art Cardinale 1.6 ahead of Paxton. Paxton 1.6 ahead of Brian. Brian 0.5 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 2.8 ahead of Rohan. Rohan 4 ahead of Noah. Careful at that last double, guys. Yeah, that's going to allow Rohan to close in on Brian, making his way by. $1:45 in, 3:15 to go. Art 2 seconds up on Paxton. Paxton 2.5 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 1.8 ahead of Rohan. Rohan 0.4 ahead of Brian. Brian 8 up on Noah. Our race leader's starting to approach the back half of the field now. The leader's going to be the black, white, orange, yellow. Second place going to be the blue. 2:20 down, 2:40 to go. Art, Paxton, Ryan, followed by Brian, Rohan, and Noah. Your current running order. Fast lap going to Rohan now, 16-2. Well, right now, Art about 4.5 ahead of Pac-Man. Pac-Man 1.2 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 1.3 ahead of Brian. Brian 5 ahead of Rohan. Rohan is 4 seconds ahead of Noah. Now, Rohan going 15.8 last time by. He's got the speed. 2 minutes to go, drivers. Art, Paxton, Ryan, Brian, Rohan, Noah, your full running order. A minute 45 remaining. Art's got about a 5-second lead now. Pac-Man 2.5 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 5 ahead of Rohan. Rohan just 0.3 ahead of Brian. Rohan getting it wrong. Minute 30, drivers. A minute 30 to go. Art now 5.3 ahead of Paxton. Paxton 2.1 ahead of Ryan. Oh, Ryan closing in though. Good lap from Randall, going 16.7. I'll put him 1.6 off of Pac-Man. We got just over 1 minute to go. Pac-Man actually out there driving the 21.5 car tonight. Looking good with it. "45 seconds left. "35 seconds remain. All right, 20 seconds to go. Closest, no real close battles going on right now. Hey, anything could happen. 10 seconds left. And time has expired. When
Noah
you
Bloom
cross the
done.
line, you will
Ryan
be
R. Randall
done.
done. Rohan Bungsal done. AJ Cardinale done. Brian Cassidy done. All drivers are finished.
All right, so Art
Pac-Man
Cardinale
done.
earns the bump up to the B main event. Your podium for this one going to be Paxton, Ryan, and Rohan. Pac-Man, Ryan, Rohan, grab your rides, head to the podium for a quick picture.
Andrew Newell. Jordan Rivera.
All right, this is our B group.
Steve Loeb. Too Soon Jr. Jump and land N. One minute to the start of the race.
Careful to back straight, guys. Careful to back straight. I am going to need turn marshals.
45 seconds to the start of the race. El Tigre. "30 seconds to the start of the race. 15 seconds to the start of the race. El Tigre. Less than 5.
All right, we
AJ
got our marshals
Cardinale.
out here. Let's get our grid set. Well, most of my marshals should have Pac-Man, Ryan, Rohan, Brian, and Noah. Do I have somebody in the right corner? Right corner? Cool. Hey, Rohan. Let's see. Yeah, I guess over there is fine. I was thinking about putting you over here, but yeah, over there is fine, I suppose. Actually, maybe, yeah. Rohan, we'll get you on the center there, and then, I don't know, maybe we'll have Ryan and Brian move down a little bit each after the start. All right, grid is going to be Jordan 1, Jeff 2, Steve 3, Landon 4, Andrew 5, Tony 6, and Art 7. All right. Grid is set. Drivers ready. We're going racing less than 5. All right, we are off. Got Jordan Rabar leading them off. Miranda in tow. Landon Kane up to the 3. A little bit of a mix up there amongst our front runners. Rabar still up front. Miranda in the 2. Wilson up to the 3. Kane 4, followed by Steve. Then Andrew, Art. Oh, Jeff getting the short end of that one. All right, 50 seconds in. Jordan Rabar going 15.9. Holding down the top spot, 1.7 ahead of Wilson. Wilson 1.7 ahead of Miranda. Miranda 1.3 ahead of Noel. Noel 0.4 ahead of Kane. Kane 0.4 ahead of Leong. And Leong about 3 up on Cardinale. All right, a $1.15 down, 3:45 remaining. Jordan Rabara making his way across the line. He now holds down a 2.2 second lead on Tony Wilson. Wilson 0.9 ahead of Miranda. Miranda 3 seconds up on Kane. Got Landon half a second ahead of Andrew, who is half a second ahead of Steve. And we got Art about 4 seconds back. All right, 3:20 remaining here. Jordan continues to lead, making his way over that final double. Round the bend. Oh, Tony getting it wrong, getting onto the back straight. That's going to put Miranda to the 2. Yeah, 2:05 down, 2:55 remaining. So we got Jordan, Jeff, Tony, followed by Landon, Andrew, Steve, and Art. Behind, thank you, Ryan. Good work. Thank you, thank you. 2:25 in, 2:35 to go. Oh, and middle. Thank you, thank you. Got 2:25 remaining here. Oh, one down at the tabletop, guys. Keep it tight, and that is clear. We now have Rabara 1.1 ahead of Miranda. Miranda is 1.8 ahead of Wilson. Wilson 5.9 ahead of Steve. Steve 2.9 ahead of Landon. Landon 2.6 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 0.6 ahead of Art. Got minute 55 remaining, drivers. Jordan, Jeff, Tony, followed by Steve, Landon, Andrew, Art. Jordan just 0.5 ahead of Jeff now. Oh, well, never mind. So Jordan this time by 7/10 up. These guys making their way over that first double. Going crosstown, Jeff catches a back wheel. Landon with a heads-up move to avoid them both. At a minute 15 remaining, drivers. Oh, Jeff Miranda in the 1 spot. Jordan Rabara to the 2. That's Tigre in the 3 spot right there. 1 minute remains, drivers. 1 minute left. Miranda, Rabara, 1.3 is the gap. And we got 0.7 from Rabara to Wilson. 45 seconds remaining. Oh, in trouble in turn 1. Careful in the corner, guys. And it looks like Jeff a little bit of body damage coming away with the 2 spot. 25 seconds remain. $15 seconds left. Jordan and Jeff, 1.8 the gap. These guys making their way over that tabletop, over that final double. We got 5 seconds to go. They'll get 1 more lap. White flag in the air. Jeff going 15.6 that previous lap.
Done. AJ Cardinale done. LT Gray done. Steve Lung done.
Jeff a little bit short there on that final double.
Andrew Wool done.
Jordan Rabar going to take home the victory.
Done.
Jeff the 2 spot. That will be a race. And hey, you guys remember what I said earlier. I might bump 2. Well, congratulations, Jeff. Today's your lucky day. I'm bumping 2. All right, so podium for this one's going to be Tony, Steve, and Landon. Tony, Steve, Landon. Grab your cars, head to the podium. All right, our A-main event going to be Jovi, Brian, Kalis, Kevin, Martin, Art, Jordan, and Jeff. This is our A-main event for our buggy category. 17.5, that is the premier category.
Art Scrimo.
I'm going to need a little help out there, guys. Got 2 cars down already. I need a little help, please.
Goompa.
Landon the Mandan. They need you at the podium. Well, you can send Paxton up with your car. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Oh, man, I got 4 down on the left. I need a little help, please.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Right, I am going to need some turn marshals for this race. All my drivers from the B main event.
45
that was a pretty awesome
seconds to
B
the
main,
start
guys.
of the
Not
race.
going to lie. Good driving all the way around in that
Joey
B main.
.30 seconds to the start of the
Gotta
race.
say, the B mains on club nights at other tracks, I don't think are as stacked as ours. We definitely have some depth.
Jordan Rivera. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Too soon, Junior. Less than 5.
Race number 6 for expert. All right, let's get our grid set. It's going to be Jovi on the 1, Bryant on the 2, Kalis 3, Kevin 4, Martin 5, Art 6, Jordan 7, Jeff 8. Yeah, I'm going to need some help. Let's see, I should have Tony, Steve, Landon, Art, and Andrew. I might need a volunteer. Art, is there someone in this corner? Okay. Hey, thank you, Theo. Theo stepping up. I think he just wants to watch these guys race. It's all right. You guys can, both get the corner. You guys can stand butt to butt. All right, Theo's going to join that conglomeration on the west side. Okay. We are going racing, guys. Best of luck. Less than 5. We got Jovi 11 out front by 0.2 of a second. Kayla Slow part of that lead breakaway as well. Marty White sitting in the 4 spot, followed by Kevin. Jeff going a little off trajectory there. That's going to allow Jordan to take the spot. And they got Art right there with them. Oh, careful on the back straight. Go wide, all clear. 45 seconds in, 4:15 remaining. Right now it's Jovi going 14-8, doing great out front. So Jovi 1.2 ahead of Bryant. Bryant 2.8 ahead of Kalis. Kalis half a second ahead of Marty. Marty about 2 seconds up on Kev. Kev 1.1 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.7 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 1 second ahead of Art. We got a minute 10 down, drivers. 3:50 to go. Jovi 11, 14.8 for a fast lap. Going 14.8 last time by. Careful at the last double, guys. That is clear. Hold, 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 hold. Yeah, that should be all right. That was a little quick, Bryant. Just a quick stop and go. You're good. All right, 1:45 in, 3:15 to go. All right, there it is. Gap Jovi and Bryant, 2 seconds. Got Kalis low, 4 seconds back. Martin 2.5 back of Kalis. Kevin 1.8 behind Martin. Jeff 1.3 back of Kevin. Jeff's about 6 seconds ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.7 ahead of Art. All right, 2:10 down, 2:50 to go, drivers. Your race leader, driving the black, orange, and white. 14.8 that time by, once again for your race leader. He's 2.5 ahead of Mirafuente. Mirafuente 4.9 ahead of Low. Low 2.7 ahead of White. White 1.4 ahead of Allen. Allen 1.3 ahead of Miranda now. We got 2:25 to go, drivers. Just past halfway. Jovi, Brian, Kalis, Martin, Kevin, Jeff, Jordan, and Art, your 4 running order. 2:15 to go. And let's see, your race leader is making his way over that last double, around the bend. Down the back straight he goes. Team Powers powered, team associated B7, driven by Jovi 11, over the tabletop. Leading this race about 3.5 seconds ahead of that Team Powers powered X-Ray of Bryant Mirafuente. 1:40 remaining, drivers. Leader coming up on some traffic here. He's coming up on that battle, making his way by. That's Marty versus Kevin. These guys battling for the 4 and 5 spots. And quite the battle going on between these guys. 1:20 to go. Martin not letting him by, but Kevin not giving up. Down the back straight they go. That's probably one of the best battles on track right now. Blue, orange, white versus yellow and white. I'd say these guys are amongst some of our non-pro drivers. Amongst the top of our non-pros, I should say. Oh, a little trouble for Kev. That's going to give Marty some breathing room now with 45 seconds to go. Oh, Martin has a bit of breathing room now, about 3 seconds. 30 seconds remaining. See, we got 25 seconds to go. Race leader about 4 seconds up on second place. Second about 8 seconds up on third. We got 10 seconds to go, drivers. Careful, turn one, turn one.
Jovi Levin done. Jordan Rivera done. Gumpa done. Art Scrimo done. Martin White done. Kevin Allen done. Bra done.
And that will
All
be a
drivers
race,
are
drivers. Jovi Levin
soon,
takes the
Junior
victory. Mirfuente in the 2 spot. Kayla's taking the final podium spot, followed by Martin, Kevin, Jeff, Jordan, and Art. All right, folks, we're moving on to 21.5 Sportsman, the main event for that category. If I can have some of my drivers marshal 21.5 expert instead, that would be great. That'd be super helpful. Yeah, if I can have my podium finishers marshal race 6 instead. So yeah, Jovi, Brian, Kalis, we'll have you marshal next race.
Ryan R. Randall.
All right, this is 21.5X Sportsman on track. Paxton, Ryan, Theo, and Henry.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right,
Turn
we're
car
looking
10.
for some turn marshals. I'm going to have Jovi, Brian, and Kalis marshal race 6 instead. Rest of my guys going to be Martin, Kevin, Jeff, Jordan, and Art, if I can get you guys out
30
here to
seconds
marshal.
to the start of the race.
All right, lineup for this one. We're going to put Paxton on the 1 spot, Ryan on the 2, Theo on the 3, and Henry on the 4.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I got Art, Kevin,
Less
I got
than
Jordan.
5.
Do I got someone in this right corner? Cool. Let's see.
Pac-Man.
I need a little help on the left, actually. Looking a little barren over there. All right, grid is set. This is our 21.5 Sportsman category. Drivers, best of luck. We are going racing. Less than 5. Here we go. Got Pac-Man leading the way. Ryan Randall right behind him. Got Henry Robinson up to the 3. Theo falls back to the 4. 15 seconds in the books. Race leader dropping the blue ride. Oh, yeah, that's right. Henry has no transponder. I got you, Henry. All right, folks, 45 seconds in, 4:15 remains. Blue car's the leader. Oh, pink, white, and blue trim is going to be your second place runner. Your third place car going to be pink, orange, black. Your fourth place car going to be all pink. We got a minute down, 4 minutes remaining. Oops. All right, minute 20 down, 3:40 to go. Pac-Man about 2 seconds up on Ryan, but Ryan looks to have closed the gap a little bit here. Yeah, 0.7 of a second. Ryan going 16.8 last time by. Paxton starting to feel some heat. Leaders are coming up on Theo next. Oh, Ryan going a little wide there. That's going to give Paxton some breathing room. 1:45 down, 3:15 left. Next up is a little bit of slicing and dicing here. Ryan having a look at it. So up next is 21.5 expert. Hold on, Theo. Hold. Keep on holding. And go. Oh, a little trouble for Pac-Man. That's going to put Ryan to the top spot. Got 2:45 remaining. So we got Pac-Man and Ryan battling for the top spot. Right now it's advantage Randall, 1.1, but trouble there for Ryan. That is going to allow Pac-Man to take it back, but Ryan's still right there with him. We got 2:40 down, 2:20 left, drivers. Blue car versus pink and white, making their way around the left side of the course, approaching that first double. Over the tabletop they go, flying high over that last double. Around the bends and down the back straight. This time by gap, Pac-Man and Ryan is 0.7 of a second. All right, good teamwork there. 1:50 remaining. Ooh, Paxton going 16.9, Ryan going 16.7. We got a minute 30 left here, folks. 90 seconds remaining. Pac-Man going 16.8 that time by. Ryan right with him, half a second off the race leader. 1:15 to go. Pac-Man, a little wall ride there. That's going to allow Ryan up to the top spot. But we still got a minute 10 to go, drivers. 1:05 remains. Pink and white versus blue on blue. 55 seconds left. Ryan Paxton, half a second is the gap. Good teamwork, guys. All right, 45 seconds remain. Battle for lead down the back straight. This time by gap is 0.9. These guys less than a second apart the majority of this race. 25 seconds remain, drivers. It comes down to this. Pink and white versus blue on blue. Down the back straight they go. 20 seconds left. They might get one more. Pac-Man going 16.5 last time around. Half a second the gap. Oh, Ryan off and over. That's going to allow Pac-Man to look to the inside. 5 seconds to go. Pac-Man gets by for one more lap.
Henry
Ryan
Robinson
will
done.
not.
Ryan R. Randall done. 10 car Ted done.
And Pac-Man on a victory lap here. He doesn't even have to finish this lap. He can do some donuts. He doesn't even want to finish this lap. Take that car to the podium. No, he take it to the podium. The man has spoken. Paxton Cassidy taking down the W. To the podium. All right, Paxton, Ryan, Henry, your podium for that one. All right, up next is going to be 21.5 expert. All right, qualifying in this class was super close, so you definitely want to watch this main event. Qualifying was as close as Andrew is to the pipe right now. All right, if I can get some turn marshals out here. Top 3 from Expert 17.5. I'll need your help on this one, please. This is 21.5 Expert about to start warm up. This is going to be one of the best races of the night, folks. One of them.
Too soon, Junior.
Got 40 plus after this one. You
Andrew
guys
Wolf.
know that's going to be a good one.
El Tigre. Nelson B. 1 minute to the start of the race. Jordan Rivera. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I'm going to need some turn marshals, please. I'm going to need a little bit of help. I'm looking for
30
Pac-Man,
seconds
Ryan,
to the
Henry,
start of the
Theo.
race.
Also looking for the top 3 expert, 17.5 earlier. If I can get all my drivers from the last race to help. Okay, I got Ryan out here.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, folks. The lineup is going to be Jordan on the 1
Less
spot,
than 5.
Tony on the 2, Jeff 3, Andrew 4, Nelson 5, and no Steve perhaps. All right, these guys working to get their grid spots situated. Yeah, you got to make sure the carpet fibers are laying the right direction. Okay, grid is good. Driver's ready. Less than 5. Hey, it's going to be Jordan Rivera out front. Wilson. Oh! Just as I say that, Jordan Rivera parking it. That is going to put Andrew Knoll to the top spot. Nelson B with a great first lap. Got 30 seconds down, 4:30 to go. Andrew, Nelson, Jordan, followed by Tony and Jeff. All right, just a friendly reminder, guys. We are not doing any practice after racing tonight. Sorry, guys. But, yeah. Yeah, no practice after racing tonight, unfortunately. Me, Landon, and Bryn all have an early start tomorrow. We got 1 minute down, 4 minutes remaining. Andrew, 3 seconds up. Whoa! Trouble at the tabletop. Honestly, I could have seen tabletop to the double, but I didn't think anyone was actually going to go from the double to the tabletop. Well, I hope that's the only time. 125 in, 3:35 to go. Andrew Knoll out front. Jordan Rivera back to the 2 spot. Miranda taking the 3, followed by Wilson and B. We got 3:20 remaining drivers. Andrew Knoll, 18:03 would be the pace if we were qualifying. He's about 5 seconds up on Jordan. Jordan just a couple tenths up on Jeff. These guys having a battle, making their way across town, over the table, into the final double. 3 minutes remaining, drivers. So Andrew Knoll trying to set sail. Meanwhile, Jordan trying to hold off Jeff. .245 remaining. Miranda now in the 2 spot. 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. This time around, Andrew Knoll. A little bit of a long lap there. 3.5 seconds ahead of Jeff. Jeff 1.4 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 3.6 ahead of Tony. Tony 1.9 ahead of Nelson. Tony did just set fast lap, 15.9. All right, drivers, 3 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. Andrew, Jeff, Jordan, Tony, Nelson, your full running order. Yeah, Knoll 3.5 ahead of Miranda. Miranda at 1.2 up on Rabara. Rabara 3.7 ahead of Wilson. Wilson 2.6 ahead of B. A minute 40 remains in this race, drivers. Closest battle is going to be Jeff versus Jordan. Blue and white versus the gunmetal, pink and white. Those guys making their way down the back straightaway. 3/10 is the gap. A minute 15 remaining, 75 seconds. Knoll 4.5 ahead of Miranda. Miranda 3/10 up on Rabara. Rabara 4.4 up on Wilson. Wilson 6 up on Nelson. Oh, I heard that one. It looks like Jordan now taking over the 2. 50 seconds left, drivers. Closest battle, Jordan versus Jeff. Down the back straight they go. Oh, side by side, Miranda making an inside pass. Trouble on the last double, however, is going to give Jordan some breathing room. 25 seconds remain. Oh, Jordan trying to give it back. 20 to go, drivers. Race leader driving the orange and white, making his way over that first double. And time has expired.
Nelson B. done. Andrew Knoll done. Jordan Rivera done. Too Soon Jr. done.
And
All
that'll be a
drivers
race,
are
guys.
finished. LT
Andrew
Gray
Knoll
done.
taking down the W there. Hard fought battle between Jordan and Jeff. Gonna be Jordan at 2, Jeff 3. Rest of the order is Tony, Nelson, Steve. All right, folks, we're moving into the final race of the night. The final of the night. The final. All right, this is 40 plus buggy hitting the track. Podium for 21.5 expert, Andrew, Jordan, Jeff.
AJ Cardinale. LT Gray. Martin White. Kevin Allen. Steve Loom.
All right, I need a little help at that last double, guys. I need a little help.
Kin Lowe.
Last double, I need a little help. There's a car down.
One minute to the start of the race. Julian Taylor. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, turn marshals. Andrew, Jordan, Jeff, Tony, Nelson, Steve. Well, maybe if I can get a volunteer.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Any takers? Need one
seconds to the
more?
start of the
Okay, yeah,
race.
one more. Lineup for this one's going to be Kevin on the 1, Martin 2, Julian 3, Steve 4,
Less
Art
than
5, Noah 6, Kin 7. Yeah, we'll need someone in front of the driver's stand. Oh, thank you, sir. He's not even racing tonight, and he's helping us out. Thank you, John. All right, folks, we are going racing in less than 5. Oh, it's like Kevin's car locked up for a moment there. Martin White taking over the top spot. Julian in the 2 spot. Art up to the 3, followed by Steve, Kevin, Noah, and Ken. Got 30 seconds in. Well, looks like Kevin's car is okay now. I'm not sure what happened there. All right, 45 seconds in. Out front, it's Martin White and Julian Taylor, 9/10 of a second apart. Got Kevin Allen moving back to the 3 spot. Followed by Steve, Art, Noah, and Ken. We got 1 minute down, 4 minutes to go. Martin White going 16-0, Julian Taylor 16-1, Kevin Allen 16-3, Steve a 16-6, Art 16-7, Noah 18-1, and Ken 17-1. Yeah, minute 15 down, 3:45 left. Race leader across the line, 15-8, Julian 16-0. A minute 30 down, 3:30 to go. Martin, Julian, Kevin, followed by Steve, Art, Tony, Noah, Ken. Buck 45 in, 3:15 remaining. So Martin now about 2 seconds up on Julian. Julian 3.2 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.3 ahead of Steve. Steve 3.1 ahead of Art. Art 3.6 ahead of Noah. And Noah 10 ahead of Ken. Got 2:05 down, 2:55 to go. Martin now 2.2 ahead of Julian. Julian 3.4 ahead of Kev. 2:40 remaining. Kevin 1.5 ahead of Steve. Steve is 4 seconds ahead of Art. Martin White that time by 15-7. $2:35 down, 2:25 remains drivers. Martin, 2.8. Well, now 3.6 ahead of Julian. Julian is 3.9 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.2 ahead of Steve. Steve is 5.6 ahead of Art. Got 3 minutes down, drivers. 2 minutes remaining. White 4 seconds up on Taylor. Taylor 3.5 ahead of Allen. Allen 1.3 ahead of Leung. Leung 5, now 6.1 ahead of Art. Buck 45 remaining. A minute 35, drivers. Minute 20 remains. Oh, careful on the back straight, go wide. That is clear. Oh, we got Taylor going 15-9. We got just over 1 minute to go, drivers. White 6 up on Taylor. Taylor 3.9 ahead of Allen. Allen 0.6 ahead of Leung. Got Steve 7 seconds up on Art. Art 11 up on Noah. 55 seconds remain, drivers. Closest battle still Steve versus Kevin. Kevin versus Steve. Over the tabletop they go. 35 seconds remaining, drivers. All right, 25 seconds left. Final spot on the podium on the line here in 40-plus buggy. Those guys making their way down the back straight, 15 seconds. Ooh, this will likely be your last lap, drivers. White flag in the air. All right, a couple more cars about to embark on that final lap. Looks like Kevin getting caught the line here. He
Kevin
will
Allen
finish
done.
third.
Steve Loom
Just
done.
ahead of Steve.
Martin White done.
Oh, Martin capping that one off with his
Ken
best
Lowe
lap
done.
on the final lap.
AJ Cardinale done. LT Gray done. Julian Taylor
That'll be a
done.
race, guys. Martin
drivers
White
are finished.
taking victory, 19:05. Julian Taylor second, and Kevin Allen with the third and final podium spot. Rest of the order is Steve Art, Tony Noah, and Kin. All right, that will conclude Friday Night Racing. Thank you all for coming out. Just another reminder, we are not racing next Friday. We'll be racing next Saturday instead with the NorCal Enduro. All right, hope to see you guys again soon. We will be closing right now. We are closing right now. What's up, Landon? Oh. See you tomorrow. I don't want to last minute you, Landon, so I'm just going to say no.